It is my pleasure to welcome families, friends, teachers, and fellow graduates to the class of 2022's graduation this evening. Every one of you in some way has made an impact on the graduates who sit in front of you today. I stand here looking back on the countless years of memories we have all made together. It is amazing to see how far we have come. We have all accomplished one of the major milestones of our lives. 6 years ago, most of us were walking around the halls nervous on our first day of high school. Now, 6 years later, we are excited to be leaving to start a new chapter of our lives. Throughout the 13 years, we have made lifelong memories that we will always remember. I hope that you all have cherished these moments that we have spent together because this is the end of our high school experience. Today, many of us will say our goodbyes and go in separate directions toward our newest journey in life. Steve Jobs said it best. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. This milestone will open many doors of opportunity. Wherever your future takes you, let it take you somewhere. This is just a starting point for so many great achievements and stories to come. It is amazing to look back on the little kids we once were, wanting to be ballerinas or astronauts, to now wanting to enter into the medical field, become linemen, teachers, joining the Air Force, or the several individuals who are going straight into the workforce. High school has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared us for the future and whatever it may hold. There is no doubt that we are all filled with excitement for the next chapter of our lives, but we all owe a huge thanks to the support that we got from our parents, guardians, and other mentors, because without you, we may have never made it. We have all worked hard to get to this day, but this is only the beginning of what the rest of our lives may hold. Always remember that wherever you go or whatever good you may do, a part of you will always have a home here in Sullivan County. I wish you all the best of luck for the future years of your life. Congratulations, and welcome to the class of 2022's graduation.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. We may ask that you please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem by Mallory Dickinson and the Alma Mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
C-H-S.
Yes, Sean.
Yes, Sean. Great job, Sean.
Thank you, and please be seated. Can I please have the class of 2022 officers come forward to present the class gift?
We, class of 2022, donate all remaining funds to go towards the purchase of a new Griffin mascot costume.
On behalf of Sullivan County School District, I graciously accept this gift. And those that are going to dress up as the Griffin in the future will greatly appreciate it. I think that's been around longer than I have. The old one. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. Zoe Pedro is the daughter of Chris and Nicole Pedro. Zoe proudly resides in Dusher, PA, where she has lived her entire life. She is involved in many extracurricular activities at SCHS, including soccer and FBLA. She was the stage manager for Drama Club, as well as filling in several roles during the production of The Alibis. She is the Secretary of Student Government, Secretary of the Class of 2022, and Secretary of National Honor Society. She is also Treasurer of Ski Club and the Art Fund. Outside of school, Zoe can be found working at the Jolly Trolley and the Forksville Inn. This fall, Zoe will be attending Georgia Southern University, pursuing a degree in radiological sciences with a concentration in diagnostic sonography. Ladies and gentlemen, the Salutatorian of the class of 2022, Zoe Pedro.
Wow, this is really happening. We did it. The day we have been waiting on since we were little, drooling, grimy 5-year-olds is here. We have all worked so hard to get to this moment, and now we are here. Now, we all know it was not easy for us to get to this point. Our freshman year, we had to deal with the auditorium fire. I am sure none of us were very upset about it, though, since it meant we didn't have to take finals that year. But still, we no longer had an auditorium until our new one finished this past winter. Then our sophomore year, COVID-19 wrecked our worlds. At first it wasn't so bad. We were off school for 2 weeks. But then weeks turned into months, and then we had to go back to school in the fall for our junior year. But it wasn't the same anymore. Masks were required, and we could only walk one direction in the halls. Social distancing was in full effect, and many of our sports and activities were taken away from us. It was a hard year, and yet we persevered and made it through. But we made it to this point with not only our struggles as a class, but through our own individual struggles. So many of us have gone through some of our hardest times in our personal lives, whether the people around us knew what was going on or not. We dealt with the hardships life threw at us, and I am proud of each and every one of you for making it to this point, despite the struggles you never talked about. You are all some of the strongest people I have ever met, and I applaud you all for keeping your head up and always staying strong even when it felt like your world was crumbling around you. And finally, we make it to senior year. We all feared the comeback of COVID protocols that we had just freed ourselves from. We had to figure out how to be a normal senior class after 2 long, messed up years. And yet, we have made it through. I know many of us have talked about how we want to leave Sullivan County. As much as some may say it, it's our home. For many of us, it's the place we grew up in, never knowing anything else. Believe me, I've spent many days dreaming about when I would get to leave for college. But as graduation approached and all of my lasts started happening, I realized that I didn't really hate this place as much as I said I did. Sullivan County was the place that raised me, and this little one red light county has been my home for the last almost 18 years, and I never would have wanted it any other way. This place has taught me so much, whether it be how to be compassionate to those around me or how to keep bears away from my dumpster. Also, it has taught me that rifle hunting is surely not my strong suit and that I'm better off just going hunting with my car. I came to realize that you never really know how much you love something until it's gone.
I will be forever thankful for this close-knit community that will always come together to help someone in need. I can speak for myself when I say that the people in this county are truly amazing. As many of you may know, I was in an accident last week, and I knew almost everyone that came to my rescue, and I've never felt safer in the hands of my rescuers. My accident was probably the scariest experience of my life, but it felt so good knowing that I was going to be okay with the people I knew taking care of me. Specifically, I would like to thank Trevor Kinsey, who was there in the ambulance with me, and still continued to laugh as I joked through the pain of a broken collarbone and wrist. I give a big thank you to the first responders in our county and hope they never have to see me like that again. I have had so many people support me throughout high school, from my classmates, my teachers, my friends, and my family. I want to start by thanking my classmates. I have seen most of you grow up, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch. You have all become wonderful people, and I thank you for all the laughs, memories, and support. Next, I want to thank my teachers. Without my teachers, I would not be standing at this podium speaking to you all. I appreciate all the help in class with questions, as dumb as they may be sometimes. I give my thanks to Mr. Kelsey, who always knew how to tell a joke that would make me break down crying in first period trig, and to Mr. Wiesner for never downing my big art project ideas. I thank Mr. Miller for always humbling me when I say something silly, and to Mr. Santanato, who has watched me grow up from a little 7th grader into the graduating senior I am now. I give a very special thank you to Mrs. White, though, for not only being an amazing teacher, but a wonderful support system over the last few years. You have done so much for me and has helped shape me into the person I am today. You taught me how to make my own decisions, always corrected me when I was wrong about anything, and dealt with me being absolutely crazy with your girls. Thank you all for everything. I want to thank my friends for being there for me when I needed a friend the most. I seriously could not have made it through this year without you all. I give a big shout out to Sean, who has been one of my best friends since day one, and by that, I mean kindergarten. You were one of my first friends in school, and I appreciate you knowing how to make me laugh so hard I wheeze. And I want to thank Maddie for being my absolute best friend. Surely we've had our ups and downs, but it's only ever brought us closer. We know everything about each other, and you were the first to make me part of your family. Our bond is forever, and I thank you for always being there for me. Last, but surely not least, I thank my parents for everything. For giving me life, for giving me love, and giving me everything I needed to succeed and be here in front of you all. Can't get my page turned. To my father, who taught me how to be polite and hardworking, thank you for always listening to me go on about my girl problems, even when I knew you didn't care. And to my mom, who I can't even bring myself to look at right now because I know for a fact she is crying, thank you for teaching me how to stay strong in the face of adversity. You are the strongest woman I know, and I hope some of that will rub off on me before I head out into the real world. You're crying, I can see you. You have never once doubted my abilities and have always been proud of what I've done. I love you both. As a class, we have all overcome struggles, celebrated triumphs, and have taken a real beating from the universe. And yet, here we are on this stage. I am beyond proud of all of you for all of your hard work through our tough times, as well as your own personal conflicts. I will be forever grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all here, as well as thankful to still be able to be standing up here in front of you all. I wish you all the best of luck in your future years, and thank you all for being here to support us.
At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2022. Alice Polkrack is the daughter of Eric and Jane Polkrack. She has lived in Shunk for her entire life. Alice is actively involved in numerous clubs throughout her high school career. These include cross country, student government, scholarship challenge, select vocals, band, and chorus. She is the president of National Honor Society, president of Ski Club, and president of FBLA. Alice's fondest memories come from participating in band and chorus and spending time with Mr. Sandinato. Outside of school, Alice has been selected to Pennsylvania 4-H State Council, where she serves as the president for the whole state of Pennsylvania. She does all this along with working at Bomix General Store for the past 4 years. In the fall, Alice will be attending Susquehanna University, where she plans to major in biomedical sciences with a pre-med track. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of the class of 2022, Alice Polkrack.
We'll start there since I'm like 5'10". Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and mentors of the class of 2022. We are all so glad you could be here tonight after nearly 3 highly unusual years. I know my classmates have heard me talk enough during our high school career, so I'd like to use my last 5 minutes of fame here to highlight those you may not hear from tonight. It is my honor to introduce the plans of this year's graduating class. Though some of our graduates will be in college this fall, others plan on putting their skills to work in a trade. On this stage are future landscapers like Logan Van Buskert, linemen such as Brian Fitzgerald, photographers like Cassinda Graves, HVAC and plumbing specialists like Brian Hope, game developers such as Tyler Koenig, cosmetologists like Grace Betts, film producers like Adam Hallman, and essential workers such as Gavin Stoner, Kai McDonald, and Kirsten Weiser. These jobs are all necessary for society, and I am grateful to have known them before success takes them to new heights. I wish you all the best of luck and hope you make it big in your careers. After leaving Sullivan County, my college-bound classmates will be all over and studying something they are passionate about. I hope they will take the next 4 years to find themselves and explore their interests in and out of the classroom. Sitting up here with me tonight are your future rocket scientists or astrophysicists like Sean Papke, accountants and auditors such as Carly Rupert and Owen Schweitzer, psychologists such as Mason Parkhurst, law enforcement agents or attorneys like Trey Powell and Cassidy Beinlich, teachers such as Jillian Verlest, Brianna Brown, Ryan Smith, Madison Williams, and Lorena Marquardt, physician assistants like Kaylin Wetlaufer, radiologists such as Zoe Pedro, physical therapists like Carter Dawson and Chloe Burke, and nurses like Ethan Okolowski. May you all continue to learn each day and find a place where you are needed and appreciated. The final seniors I'd like to recognize are following unique paths. Naomi Brown will be taking some time for herself next year before excelling in a biology degree. Naomi, I am grateful to have met you. I'll always remember the times we've laughed, cried, explored, and worked together over the past 13 years. I wish you the best of luck and the greatest of happiness. I know you deserve it. Our country wouldn't be the same without our servicemen and women and their sacrifices. As the daughter of 2 veterans, I'd like to highlight a graduate that plans on joining the military. Curtis Stevens will be leaving for basic training for the Air Force on June 14th. He plans on focusing on helicopter maintenance, and our class is proud to send him off. Curtis, hopefully your sense of humor will keep you sane, and you can make some new memories during your time in the service. Thank you for your commitment to your country, and good luck. This is not an all-encompassing list of what my classmates will accomplish in their lifetimes, but it is a preview of how their adult lives will begin. It is incredible to see the different directions our time in Sullivan County has taken us. Though many of us will leave here, we will always remember how unique this place is and the lessons we've learned here. Now, before I'm booted off the podium, I'd like to thank everyone that has helped us make it to graduation. Families, thank you for raising all of us, especially some of our more rowdy classmates, and helping us mature into somewhat functioning adults. Your time and attention are an investment into our futures, and we appreciate it greatly. Teachers and staff, thank you for putting up with all of our antics and giving us the knowledge we need to succeed. Though many of us asked, when are we going to use this in your classes, you guided us and taught us the importance of hard work. Mrs. Amer and Mrs. Everlin, thank you for serving as our class advisors over the past 4 years. Mrs. Everlin, we appreciate all of the time you've invested into us for fundraisers, homecoming hallways, dances, trips, and all of our activities from our freshman to junior year. We're so lucky to now have you as our principal, and we know that you are exactly what our school needs. To Mrs. Amer, thank you for scooping us up our senior year and helping us with senioritis while planning events. This year wouldn't have been successful without you, so thank you for getting us here. Hopefully seeing us in caps and gowns tonight makes up for the charming photos we've taken of you when you weren't looking, and scratching at your hotel door during FBLA States and the senior trip. Our class wouldn't be the same without your guidance. Finally, I want to thank those on stage in the grad caps, also known as my class. We've had numerous people come and go over the past 13 years, but we're the ones that made it here today. I'm incredibly proud of every single one of you. Thank you for all of the laughs and the memories. We may not have always gotten along, but we banded together when it mattered most. I don't think I will see most of you after graduation, but I hope you live healthy and happy lives doing something you enjoy with people you love. Good luck and enjoy the rest of graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe and Alice. I am not 5'10", so bear with me. At this time, I would like to welcome our interim superintendent and soon-to-be superintendent, Douglas Lindner, and elementary principal, Samantha Kaler, who will assist with the presentation of awards. Chesapeake Energy is awarding scholarships to graduating seniors in Bradford, Sullivan, Wyoming, and Susquehanna counties who plan to focus their education in a STEAM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field, or plan to continue their education in an oil and gas related field. This year's recipient of a $2,000 scholarship is Alice Polkrack. The Kiwanis Club of Sullivan County has made this award available to a graduating senior who is committed to continuing their education and has shown a sincere interest in their community through community service. The applicants had to submit an essay outlining their future plans and how community service would be included in those plans. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Brian Fitzgerald. The Dewshore Lions Club Robert Lambert Memorial Scholarships are provided by the Dewshore Lions Club in memory of Robert Lambert. Awards are given to 2 seniors who have excelled in academics and extracurricular activities and in service to the school and community. The recipients of these $500 awards are Sean Papke and Zoe Pedro. Redeemer Church scholarships are presented each year to Sullivan County High School seniors who are active members of their church. Each recipient must complete a short essay concerning their involvement in church and community, as well as their plans after graduation. Students entering Christian professions are given first consideration. The recipient of these $250 awards are Jillian Viralest and Kaylin Wetloffer. The memory of Carl Wyandoga Pierce is honored this year through 2 scholarship programs sponsored by the Eastern Delaware Nations. One is the Carl Wyandoga Pierce Essay Scholarship and encourages students to be more aware of the importance of Native American history and society. The winner is chosen from a written essay. The recipient of this scholarship this year are Cassidy Beinlich with a $300 award, Evan Cummings with a $200 award, and Sean Papke with a $100 award. The Tomko Houck Award is given in memory of Tim Tomko and Doug Houck by Nelson Arms Post 601, Sons of the American Legion. The recipients must be entering their first year of higher education and submit an essay as to why they wish to further their education. Grades, activities, financial need, and the essays are considered when choosing the recipients. This year's $1,000 award goes to Brian Fitzgerald. Curtis Howard Eberlin was a 2011 graduate of Sullivan County High School. In his memory, an award was given to a senior who best exemplifies the qualities that made Kurt a unique and exuberant young man. Those qualities include being outgoing, friendly, and funny, making others feel good about themselves and the world, having an infectious smile, and a big heart. The recipient of this $200 award is Logan Van Buskirk. Recipients of the Guthrie Health Professions Award plan to enroll at an accredited college, university, or hospital-based nursing or allied health program in the summer or fall of 2022. Recipients must plan to enter a healthcare such as medicine, nursing, dentistry, pharmacy, allied health professions, healthcare administration, or medical research. Across the areas of Canton, Troy, and Sullivan County, 1 student was selected. The recipient of this $650 per year award, or $2,600 over 4 years, the recipient is Alice Polkrat. The Bob Raff Memorial Award, presented by the Eaglesmere Laporte Lions Club, is presented annually to a graduating senior who has displayed good character, citizenship, and academic achievement. The recipient of this $2,500 award is Chloe Burke. ESS is honored to be providing the 2nd annual ESS Scholarship Award to a graduating senior who has decided to pursue a career in education. Though the local ESS team could not attend this evening, Danelle Ween and her team wish all the great graduating class good luck in their future endeavors. ESS has been providing substitute and permanent staffing positions to schools for over 20 years and currently serves 32 states with over 3.5 million students and 55,000 employees. They feel it is important to be involved not only in our communities, but also provide recognition to those graduating seniors that have chosen education as their career path. The recipient of this $100 award is Madison Williams. The Sullivan County Education Association presents an award to a future educator. The recipient is recognized for their academic achievements, knowing that they will profoundly impact the lives of many young individuals. The recipient of this $500 award is Lorena Marquardt. The David Metzger Senior Scholarship is given in memory of David Metzger Sr. by Nelson Arms Post 601, Sons of the American Legion. The recipient must be entering their first year of higher education and submit an essay as to why they wish to further their education. Grades, activities, financial need, and the essays are considered when choosing the recipients. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Cassidy Beinlich. The James B. Schock Audiovisual Award is presented to a senior who has been a member of the high school AV club for at least 2 years and who embodies the characteristics of the late James B. Schock, including dedication, cheerfulness, courtesy, and unselfishness. The recipient must also be able to operate all types of AV equipment with competence. The recipient of this $100 award is Sean Papke. The membership of St. Paul's Church of Overton presents this award to the actions and activities most exemplify a desire to be of service to their fellow man. The recipient of this $250 scholarship is Jillian Burlest. The Doc Shoemaker Memorial Scholarship has been established by the Dusher Lions Club in memory of Dr. Thomas Shoemaker, a longtime member of the club. Doc was a local veterinarian and the owner of the Sullivan Review. He valued the importance of an education, and to honor Doc, the club will give a $500 scholarship each year to a graduate of Sullivan County High School who is pursuing a degree in a science-related field, journalism, or a business-related field. The recipient of the Doc Shoemaker Award for $500 is Brian Fitzgerald. The Hannah L. Taylor Award is presented annually by her family through the Hannah L. Taylor Trust. Hannah Litzelman Taylor was valedictorian of the Dusher High School class of 1903. She was at one time a teacher in the Sullivan County school system and is known to have motivated her own children, she and her husband had 11 of them, towards getting an education and finding a career. This year's winners of the Hannah L. Taylor Memorial Award are Alice Polkrack, a $2,500 award, and Chloe Burke, a $1,500 award. The Corey Richmond Memorial Scholarship is presented to a senior who plans to attend an accredited college, university, or vocational school or program. Recipients stand out in their leadership abilities as well as in their character. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Evan Cummings. The Philip J. Fedorchak Scholarship is given to a senior who will be continuing his or her education in a technical field in an effort to move forward. The scholarship is given in the memory of Philip J. Fedorchak, a past graduate of SCHS, by his children Melanie and Nicholas Fedorchak. The recipient of this $500 award is Brian Fitzgerald. The Arlu Hatch Ross Scholarship has been established to recognize a student pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing. A scholarship committee reviewed academic promise, involvement in the school and local community, and the educational plans of the candidates. The recipient of the Arlu Hatch Ross Scholarship is Carter Dawson, and it is a $5,000 award. The Laporte Women's Club awards are given to 2 seniors who have been involved in community or school service activities, who have displayed a strong sense of citizenship, and who plan to continue their formal education. The recipients of the $150 awards are Brianna Brown and Ryan Smith. Sonestown Legion Post 601 makes available 2 awards to Sullivan County graduating seniors each year. The recipients must be entering their first year of higher education and submit an essay as to why they wish to further their education. Grades, activities, financial need, and the essays are considered when choosing the recipients. The recipients of this $1,000 award each are Chloe Burke and Carly Rupert. The Sullivan County Educational Support Professionals Scholarship is given by the Sullivan County Educational Support Professionals Association to a student who will be continuing his or her education. The selection of the scholarship is based on academic achievement and service to our school and community. The recipient of this year's $150 award is Cassidy Beinlich. The David A. Dwyer Scholarship is given by the friends and family of David A. Dwyer in recognition of his unselfish devotion to his family, his students, and his community. The recipient must have excelled in the general science curriculum and be committed to post-secondary education. The recipient of this $500 award is Alice Polkrack. The recipients of the competitive awards presented by the Sullivan County Scholarship Association are selected by a panel of retired educators based on the following criteria: grades, academic achievements, extracurricular activities, athletic participation and achievements, community service, work experience, and 2 essay questions. The the association will award scholarships to students in all curricular areas. This award has 3 different tiers and 14 recipients. So the third tier are Kaylin Wetlaufer, Brianna Brown, Jillian Bierlest, Brian Fitzgerald, and Ryan Smith. There's more. Stay up here. Sorry. Tier 2, the awards go to Evan Cummings, Sean Papke, and Mason Parkhurst. And the Tier 1 awards go to Cassidy Beinlich, Chloe Burke, Lorena Marquardt, Zoe Pedro, Alice Polkrack, and Carter Dawson. Thank you, Sullivan County Scholarship Association. The Eugene Keese Scholarship is given by the North Mountain Sportsmen's Association in memory of Eugene Keese. The winner is chosen through an essay entitled How to Involve More Youth in Outdoor Activities, as well as community service, school activities, leadership, recommendations, and GPA. This year, the Sportsmen's Association recognizes Lorena Marquardt with a $250 award. The Thomas W. Dock and Stefana Stevie Shoemaker Scholarship is given in memory of Doc and Stevie Shoemaker. This fund was established by the Shoemaker family. Stevie was a Sullivan County High School librarian and Doc was a veterinarian. They were owners of the weekly newspaper, the Sullivan Review. They valued the importance of an education. The fund gives an annual scholarship to a graduating senior who meets the requirements of select majors highly valued by the Shoemakers. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Alice Polkrack. The L.L. Bomick and Sons Incorporated Scholarship is presented to a senior who has maintained at least a B average and will be attending an accredited 2-year or 4-year institution with a major in forestry or environmental science. In the event there is no one entering either of these fields, a senior entering a 4-year business program will be considered. The recipient of this $1,000 award is Carly Rupert. Larry Keese Jr. was a graduate of Sullivan County High School's class of 1992. In his life, Larry was devoted to his family, to our community and to the pursuit of athletic excellence, no matter what the sport or event. To honor the impression Larry left on our athletes and students, a memorial scholarship was created in his name. Receiving $400 each are Cassidy Beinlich and Chloe Burke. And receiving a $600 award is Brian Fitzgerald. The Tuesday Book Club Award is given to any senior, regardless of course of study, who, in the opinion of the book club, has utilized his or her capabilities and abilities to such an extent as to be a credit to himself or herself, the school, and the community. This year, the Tuesday Book Club Awards go to Grace Betts and Ethan Okolowski. They will be receiving $200 awards. The Sullivan Review Award is presented to the senior who received the highest score on the verbal portion of the Scholastic Aptitude Test taken during the junior or senior year. The winner of this year of the Sullivan Review Award is Alice Polkrack, and it is a $500 award. The Knights of Columbus Council 12406 of Dewshore sponsors a scholarship for a student who had demonstrated commitment to the local community through community and or family activities, regardless of that student's church affiliation, and who has excelled in a specialty area at the high school, including at the Northern Tier Career Center. The recipient of this $500 award is Brian Hope. Each year, the Dewshore Music Club presents an award to a senior or seniors who deeply love music, realizes the importance of music in one's life, and recognizes that music is a gift. The music award, given in memory of Emma G. Rose, a past music teacher at Sullivan County High School, and Dorothy Schock, Regina Homer, and Kathleen Oliver, former music club members, is presented to seniors who plan to continue sharing the legacy of music. This year, the Sullivan County Council of the Arts is supporting the Dewshore Music Club, adding an additional dollar amount to this award. The recipients of this $450 award are Alice Polkrack and Zoe Pedro. The Raymond and Betty Bear Memorial Scholarship has been established through the estate of Betty Bear, a longtime resident of Dewshore, Pennsylvania. Applicants must have a 3.5 GPA or higher and must describe in their application areas in which they have demonstrated leadership and overcome obstacles either through their school, social, or family life. The Raymond and Betty Bear Memorial Award goes to Chloe Burke, and it is a $1,000 award. PS Bank of Dewshore has made the Dedication to Community Award available to the graduates of SCHS. The recipients of this award was chosen because of the significant effort he or she has shown through community service activities. The recipient of this $250 award is Jillian Virlest. The family of Jean L. Worthington, a former teacher at Sullivan County High School, sponsors a scholarship to the student who has excelled in the general math curriculum and who is committed to post-secondary education. The recipient of this $75 award is Alice Polkrack. The Paul Pastusik Memorial Award is presented to a senior student in memory of Paul Joseph Pastusik. The recipient must have maintained an overall grade point average of 85% or better in grades 9 through 12 in his shop courses and have exemplified the traits of a good craftsman. The recipient of this $75 award is Brian Fitzgerald. The Sullivan County Schools Memorial Award is presented to a senior who is planning to continue their education, who is involved in extracurricular activities, and who possess good citizenship. The recipient of this $75 award is Lorena Marquardt. Citizen and Northern Bank presents 4 awards of $150 each year. The Thomas J. Ingram Scholarship is given to the student with the highest average among those enrolled in a 4-year college or the equivalent thereof. The recipient of the Thomas J. Ingram Scholarship is Alice Polkrack. The J. Loomis Christian Scholarship is given to the student with the highest average among those enrolled in a post-secondary medical curriculum, and the recipient is Alice Polkrack. The R.D. Carer Scholarship is awarded to the student with the highest average enrolled in a post-secondary business-related curriculum. The recipient of this award is Carly Rupert. The Director's Scholarship is given to the student with the highest average among those enrolled in a post-secondary technical curriculum. The recipient of this award is Brian Fitzgerald. The Eddie Fitzgerald III Award. This award is given to a member of the senior class in memory of Eddie Fitzgerald, father of Caleb, Jacoby, and Angel. Eddie loved his family and friends, his community, and the world around him. He had a smile for all he met. Eddie's family has chosen as this year's winners Zoe Pedro and Sean Papke with a $1,000 award. The C. Elwood Airy Scholarship is presented to a senior seeking further education in the field of natural resource management or environmental studies. This scholarship is made possible by the late C. Elwood Airy and his sister Lois Airy. The recipient of this $1,076 award is Cassidy Beinlich. The Sullivan County Chamber of Commerce scholarships are presented to active members of the Future Business Leaders of America who will be continuing their education in a business or related field at a post-secondary school. Recipients have demonstrated a strong work ethic in their coursework and in FBLA activities. The recipients of these $250 awards are Alice Polkrack and Sean Papke. The recipient of the Eaglesmere Friends of the Arts Award has displayed outstanding ability in the arts during his or her school years. The recipient will receive a monetary award and 4 free tickets to the Eaglesmere Friends of the Arts events held at the David Dwyer Center in Eaglesmere. The recipient of this $250 award and the 4 tickets to the Dwyer Center is Tyler Koenig. The Bonnie Bennett Spirit and Sportsmanship Awards are presented by the Sullivan County High School Booster Club in honor of Bonnie Bennett, who, through her faithful leadership of more than 25 years, provided many special opportunities to the student athletes of SCHS. The athletes selected have demonstrated an exceptional degree of sportsmanship and team spirit. Their consistent effort to improve their own and their team's competitive spirit reflect a high degree of commitment, personal sacrifice, and dedication to Sullivan County High School athletics. The recipients of these $250 awards are Lorena Marquardt and Brian Fitzgerald. The Eaglesmere Civics Club Mathematics Award is presented to the senior who received the highest score on the mathematics portion of the Scholastic Aptitude Test taken during their junior or senior year. The recipient of this $300 award is Alice Polkrack. The Reverend Alton H. Taylor and his family maintained a summer home in Laporte since 1944. When Reverend Taylor passed away, he generously made provisions in his will to include the students of Sullivan County High School who wished to further their education. This year, the Alton H. Taylor Trust Award will provide scholarship money to be split among the following 13 students: Alice Polkrack, Brian Fitzgerald, Carly Rupert, Carter Dawson, Chloe Burke, Evan Cummings, Jillian Virlest, Kaylin Wettloffer, Cassidy Beinlich, Lorena Marquardt, Ryan Smith, Sean Papke, and Zoe Pedro. Let's take a moment to recognize the individuals, families, businesses, organizations, agencies, and associations that make the scholarships available to the students of Sullivan County High School. The financial investment that Sullivan County makes in our seniors is truly remarkable. This year, the total amount of money awarded and distributed to our students is over $175,000. Thank you, Sullivan County. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite our acting superintendent, Douglas Linder, to the podium to give some remarks and to certify the class.
Wow, can you believe that? That's a lot of money from a very generous community, and much deserved. Congratulations. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome the faculty, staff, and especially the families and loved ones of the class of 2022. The graduates seated before you have had to endure a few minor issues throughout their school days. This class ended their freshman year with a fire, lived through a worldwide pandemic, but through it all have managed to keep a sense of themselves and to succeed despite what fate has thrown their way. For a few days, I've mused about a part of Reverend Brown's message at Baccalaureate. He commented on life's advice provided by fortune cookies. A number of years ago, I read my fortune from a cookie, and the fortune read, "Your life is a mountain, not a beach." Now, you could take this as predicting that a life of labor, as in Greek mythology, where Sisyphus carried a stone upon his shoulder as he trudged up the mountain, only to have it fall and roll to the bottom for eternity. I, however, believe that I couldn't have received a greater fortune. As reflected by a Greek scholar, Shahavi Kumar, Sisyphus teaches us to never give in to our minor disappointments or attempt to escape our failures, but to accept our failures the same way that we accept our achievements. Never back down until you fulfill your potential. That's my fortune. A life living and working here in Sullivan, among these mountains in this district, with this staff, providing my measure of devotion in assisting and educating this county's youth. I couldn't ask for anything more fulfilling. For you graduates, as you seek your fortune in this big wide world, I hope you can reflect on just how special Sullivan County is. And I hope you always remember that this is your home. Thank you. Mrs. Eberlin has verified that you, the members of the class of 2022, have completed the requirements for graduation as specified by the laws of the state of Pennsylvania and the policies of the Sullivan County School District. Therefore, by the powers invested in the office of Superintendent of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Sullivan County Board of School Directors, I declare and certify all the students seated on this stage, the class of 22, have met the requirements to receive the Sullivan County High School Diploma and all the honors and privileges that go forth, and as the interim superintendent, it is with tremendous pride that I declare the class of 2022 graduate.
But before you get that piece of paper, I have a few things to say. Sorry. Good evening and welcome, family, friends, community, and graduates. I am honored to be standing here in front of you as your high school principal. When I agreed to be your class advisor 4 years ago, I never imagined I would be standing here today in this position. Just so you know, I did not abandon you. I simply took a role where I could help you and other students have a successful, fun high school experience. Besides, I knew I left you in good hands with Mrs. Amer. Mrs. Amer, thank you for taking such good care of the class of 2022. I know they appreciate all you do for them, as I do. Again, it has been my pleasure and my honor to have the SCHS class of 2022 be my last class I was an advisor for, and the first class I will have graduate under my leadership. Graduation is a time of reflecting on the past and looking forward to the future. It is a time when you get together one last time before moving on to bigger and better adventures. Over the last few years, you have been through so much together. I remember working with you as you decorated the hall with Stranger Things theme in 9th grade. Maybe that was the beginning of the craziness we have all experienced. I also remember, and just so you know, I believe a new season just came out. That's weird. I also remember making the elf and snow globe Christmas tree decorations and getting to take everyone's elf-like photos. That was a trip. We shared a few laughs then. I remember selling baked goods, chicken barbecue, and making lots of hoagies. Remember when we were short tomatoes, boys? You were all enjoying normal high school life at that time. And then the fire happened. School had to close down with only a few days left. Of course, this was not a devastating event, as it just was an extension of summer vacation. You returned in the fall to a normal year, but this year was cut short too. COVID-19 shut down all schools in March of 2020. Not only did schools shut down, but many businesses were forced to close and families stayed home. We started using Google Meets to teach students, but it was not the same. Students did not get to interact and be normal kids, but you managed and you survived. Over the summer of 2020, the school made a lot of changes to adhere to COVID protocols. Traffic in the halls was limited to one direction. Classroom seating was limited and spaced out. Students were only allowed to have 2 students at a lunch table, one at either end. To top it off, students were required to wear masks to school and keep them on all day long. Athletic seasons were shortened, and the school would close for long periods of time to help flatten the curve. This was not a normal high school experience. Students lacked interactions with each other, and some students even chose to learn from home. Athletic events weren't the same, as only a very limited number of fans were allowed in the stands during games. But the class of 2022 kept a smile on their face and persevered as they were continuing their education and growing up in the process. However, you did get to co-host a beautiful prom on this very blacktop under a huge tent, thanks to support from their community. Summer of 2021 brought on a new administrative team and hopes of a normal school year. However, as the beginning of the school year approached, numbers started to rise and COVID protocols were put back into place. We started the year not wearing masks, but after 2 weeks, we were required to put them back on. This was difficult to do. But the year continued, and many activities did return to normal. Life as a student started to return to what you all envisioned it would look like. Sporting events returned to normal, homecoming events took place, Field trips were permitted and senior festivities returned. You may wonder why I mention all this on your graduation night. I just want to remind you of the struggles you have already been through. To let you know you are strong, probably stronger than you even realize. When life gets tough, you are ready. You will adjust and you will persevere, all with a smile on your face. Over the last few weeks, I have seen some of you sprint across the finish line. I have seen some of you jog. Some have taken their time and strolled across the line that represents your graduation. And a few have even needed to be pushed or even pulled to reach those graduation requirements. But you all did it. You should be proud of your accomplishments and proud of yourself. I am proud of each and every one of you and the individuals you have become. So remember, if life gets tough, you can do this. Do not complain about things you do not like or disagree with. Come up with a plan to make those things better. You are strong and you are resilient. I believe you all have what it takes to be successful. I would like to thank the people that helped the class of 2022 meet all the graduation requirements by the state and the district. First, thank you graduates for working hard and completing all the requirements. Thank you teachers and staff members for working with our students, providing them guidance, and helping them meet their graduation requirements. Thank you custodial and office staff for providing us with the setup for tonight's ceremony and help getting you through these years. It does look beautiful tonight. But most of all, thank you parents, guardians, family members, and the community for supporting our students and helping them on this stage tonight. As I've always said, it takes a village to raise a child, and I love our village here in Sullivan County and at SCHS. Thank you. Congratulations. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Gabe Blasi, President of the Sullivan County Board of School Directors, who will assist Mr. Linder and Ms. Kaler with the presentation of diplomas.
Chloe Tegan Burke. Sean Daniel Papke. Kaylin Olivia Wetlofer. Evan Lee Cummings. Zoe Renee Pedro. Carter Anthony Dawson. Alice Ann Polcrack. Brian Hunter Fitzgerald. Brianna Fawn Brown. Adam Glenn Hallman. Cassidy Dabrielle Beinlich. Brian Scott Hope. Grace Marie Betts. Tyler John Koenig. Curtis Adam Stevens. Naomi Lee Brown. Kai Joseph McDonald. Cassandra Rose Graves. Ethan Stanley Okolowski. Lorena Marie Marquardt. Mason Brian Parkhurst. Carly Alexis Rupert. Trey Parker Powell. Jillian Ruth Verlest. Owen James Schweitzer. Kirsten Marie Weiser. Ryan Francis Smith. Madison Nicole Williams. Gavin Malone Stoner. Logan Wayne Van Buskirk.
Graduates, please rise. As a symbol of your transformation from a student to a graduate, I ask you to please move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to introduce to you the Sullivan County High School graduated class of 2022. Congratulations.